Build an AI answer bank instead of posting random content for local businesses. Random AI posts are easy to make, which is exactly why they are hard to sell. A business does not need another pile of generic captions. If AI generic content makes you skeptical, good. The weak model is the blank prompt, not your ability to build something useful. Here is what you are going to build instead. 1 verified source file feeds a reusable answer bank. Each approved answer then becomes a Google Business Profile update or social post. The mechanism comes first, so the content stays grounded before you ever worry about volume. By the end, you will have the source file, prompt, review process, and deliverable structure for a client. Before we build it, like this video and subscribe to Smart AI Operators. If you would rather have local businesses reaching out to you first, download the 72-hour traction playbook. It has the posts, messages, and follow-up moves with no ads, cold calls, or chasing anyone down. The link is in the description or pinned comment. That is the pipeline this channel is built to support. I'm Tom Gaddis, and Smart AI Operators is about practical AI systems for local businesses. We focus on useful systems you can package and explain without tool hype. The usual content service starts with a bad question. Write me a month of posts for this plumber. That sounds efficient, but the model has almost no trustworthy material to work from. So it fills the gaps with generic advice, vague claims, and language the owner may never use. Now, the operator has created a new job for the client. They have to inspect every caption for wrong services, wrong towns, fake guarantees, or offers that do not exist. More output creates more review work. That is activity, not progress. The service should reduce uncertainty, not manufacture it. I call the better mechanism a source-first answer bank. The source file holds facts the business has approved. The answer bank turns those facts into short answers to real customer questions. Only after those answers are approved do you adapt them into different content formats. Same facts, different packaging. Start with a simple source document. Add the exact business name, services, service areas, hours, booking links, approved offers, policies, and credentials. Add only claims the owner can support. Do not improve weak information with imagination. If a detail is unknown, label it missing and ask for confirmation. Build that source file from material the business already controls. Use its current website, booking pages, service documents, existing profile information, and owner-supplied notes. Do not treat a competitor page as evidence about your client. Do not turn a customer review into a new promise. Facts move into the source file only after they are verified. Next, create a ChatGPT project for that client. OpenAI says projects can keep related chats, reference files, and project instructions together. Upload the source document and add one standing instruction. Use only approved project sources for business facts and flag anything that cannot be verified from them. That instruction matters because you are separating creativity from truth. The model can change the angle, structure, length, and wording. It cannot change the underlying business reality. A roofer can sound clearer without suddenly offering emergency plumbing. A dentist can sound warmer without inventing a financing plan. Now build the answer bank from questions, not post ideas. Use questions a customer could reasonably ask before choosing the business. What do you do? Where do you work? And how does booking work? What should a customer expect? And what makes this service different? Keep only questions the source material can actually answer. Then give the model this instruction. Use only the approved source material in this project. If a fact is missing, write needs client confirmation. Create a concise answer for each customer question. Do not invent prices, guarantees, certifications, service areas, promotions, or availability. Flag every factual claim that needs human verification. Review those answers before you create any posts. Delete anything that sounds impressive but is not supported. Merge repeated answers. Mark the strongest answers approved. The owner can review this quickly because they are approving facts and explanations. They are not reviewing a giant calendar of random captions. Once an answer is approved, create the channel variants. Ask for one Google Business Profile update and one client-ready social post from the same answer. Tell the model to preserve the factual core and change only the format. That gives you controlled variation instead of fresh invention every time. Google currently supports business profile posts for updates, offers, and events. For a normal educational answer, start with an update. Google says updates can include a description, media, and an action button with a link. Keep the post professional, relevant, and accurate. Do not stuff a phone number into the post body. Here is a hypothetical example. Suppose a roofing company confirms it serves 2 named counties, offers roof inspections, and uses an online request form. Your answer bank can explain where it works, what the inspection covers, and how a customer starts. None of that requires a ranking claim or invented result. Take the service area answer and turn it into a useful update. Start with the customer question, answer it plainly, mention only the approved counties, then point to the verified request link. For social, make the opening more conversational. Keep the county names, service description, and call to action exactly aligned with the source. Now run a final preflight before delivery. Ask the model for a table containing each draft and every factual claim inside it. Add the source line supporting each claim. Anything without a source gets removed or sent back for client confirmation. Then do a human read for tone, policy, links, dates, and offer details. Keep the operating rhythm simple after setup. First, update the source when the business changes. Second, choose the next customer questions. Third, generate answers and channel versions. Fourth, run the claim preflight. Fifth, send only the small approval queue that actually changed. That is easier to manage than rebuilding a content calendar from scratch. Package the service around the system, not the number of captions. Your deliverable can be the approved source file, the answer bank, the channel variants, and a short review queue. When the business changes an offer or service area, update the source first. Then regenerate the affected content from the new truth. The loudest objection is that this still sounds like AI spam with extra steps. That is fair if the workflow starts with volume. This one starts with verified business knowledge and customer questions. Be useful before you ask them to buy. If an answer does not help a real customer understand the business, it does not belong in the bank. You also do not need to promise rankings to make this useful. Google itself tells businesses to keep profile information accurate and current, and its post policies require compliant content. Your job is to create a controlled content operation around those realities. The owner gets clearer drafts, traceable claims, and a repeatable approval path. That is the shift. Stop selling random AI posts and build a source-first answer bank the business can keep using. Start with one client, build the fact file, create the questions, approve the answers, then adapt them. Get it launched, learn where the review process slows down, and improve the system from there. Now, how do we take this information and turn it into monthly paying clients? The standard approach is volume. Cold outreach, cold email, cold DMs, cold calling. I've tried all of these, and frankly, they suck. None of them made me feel good about what I was doing. For a long time, I thought that was me. I thought I just wasn't good enough at this. But it turns out these are the worst possible things you could be doing. Because not only do you sound needy, which turns off your prospects immediately, you also sound exactly like everyone else out there. Same message, same inbox, same day. So let me show you a different approach. What if you could have businesses reaching out to you? Like this. These are real results. And they happened with no cold outreach and no expensive ads. Here's the one thing they all have in common. They stopped selling AI, but are these just freebie-seeking looky-loos? Or are they ready to buy? Here's Sarah. Over 60 local businesses in her inbox. She reached out to exactly one of them and offered her $249 founding member package. He was in immediately. Then on the audit call, he asked what else she could help him with. That one lead turned into a $4,200 deal. And Sarah was paid to be on the call where he bought more services. Chris, $2,000 setup fee plus $297 a month. Bam, first client ever. $500 setup fee, $650 a month, paid in advance. $3,900. No ads, no cold email, no chasing anybody down. They led with something people actually wanted. The trust was already there, and the buyers came to them. Now let me show you how to do it too. I call this the local groups method. And it works in local Facebook groups, on Reddit, on Nextdoor, and on Alignable. It's only 3 simple steps. Step 1, we find the local groups. These are the communities where the people in your town are already hanging out and talking to each other every single day. On Facebook, you search your area plus local business groups. So, Tampa, local business groups. Phoenix, local business groups. Whatever your city is. And if you want to niche down, say you're going after home services, you just search something like Las Vegas home service business groups, and you'll see groups like this. Look at these numbers. 7,000 members, 26,000, 23,000, 10,000. Add up just the groups on this one screen, and you are looking at tens of thousands of local business owners, all in one place, all reachable, for free. That's your market, and you don't have to build. It already exists. Step 2, we make one simple post. And I want to be really clear here, because this is where people get it wrong. This is not a pitch. It's just an invitation. Here's the post. Notice what's not in there. No services, no pricing, no book a call with me. You're not asking for anything. You're offering something. And what are we giving away? A free listing on a local directory site, like this one. You can see it's customized to a local area. You can also create a site around a specific niche, like home services. It has dynamic search so people can find businesses. Businesses can post deals. There's local events, local news, etc. Normally, it would take you weeks to months to set something like this up. But with my Smart Directory AI software, you can do it in an afternoon. I don't have time to go through it all in this video. So go to smartdirectory.ai to see how it works and get started for free. Again, the whole ask is, I'm building a hub for local businesses in our area, and I would love to give you a free listing on it. Nobody has to think hard about it. Nobody has to spend $1. Nobody has to get on a call. The bar to say yes is on the floor, which is exactly why so many people say yes. Step 3, we respond to the comments. And here's the key to this whole thing. We are not trying to sell anybody anything. We're just showing up and providing value. When someone responds, we create their free listing. Then we make them a special offer to upgrade that listing. That offer includes an online visibility marketing report, a $99 value. Replies written to every one of their old reviews, a $199 value. 60-second promotional video, $299 value. A custom AI agent for their listing, $599 value. Plus all of the advanced directory features. And they get it all at 70% off. The directory coupon feature makes it super easy. Now think about what just happened. Even if they never get a single call from that directory, you delivered high value. You gave them a report they didn't have, review replies they never wrote, a video they didn't own, and an AI agent working for them around the clock. You're not a stranger with a pitch anymore. You're the person who already helped them. So here's how we sell our AI services now that we're in. We ask them to hop on a quick call to go over the deliverables. That's the whole reason